What's up everyone, it's your boy NS Racing 42, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to Talladega Super Speedway for the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500. This is the biggest race of the year for me, and it's happening right now at Talladega Super Speedway. The past 2 years has had crazy races, to say the least, and we've had two different winners both years. Who will be able to get it done and call themselves Autism Speaks 500 champion here today? We just have to wait and see. I am joined by none other than Napa fan himself.
Yes, he is here right now, and I'm looking forward to this race. It's Talladega Speedway physics, so they're going to be passing like crazy. And you never know who's going to win until they cross the start-finish line. Great place for a special event like this. It'll be interesting to see who gets it done here today. Of course, you won this race last year. What do you think the odds that you're going to win it this year are going to be, Nathan?
1 in 42 to be exact. But, I highly doubt I'm going to win again. Because last year, if only I was literally 2 feet away, maybe inches away from that big one, it would have been a whole different story. So it's unpredictable, and that's what I like about Talladega. With that being said, we do have 5 first-time drivers here tonight. Well, today it is the number 15 of Ryan Johnston, Caden Atkins in the 29, Greg Graff in the 30, Dale Lightning in the 47, Shane Lake in the 48, and Dave Bain in the 51, so never mind, that makes it 6. So, most of the time on North Channel, first-timers do really well. How do you think first-timers will do here today?
I look at the first-timer, Shane Lake. He's a really good online racer. He's pretty prominent in the indoor community, and I think he's going to have an edge over a lot of guys in that number 48 here today. But you're right, the first-timers in these special events especially, on the restrictor plate racetracks, especially on my channel, we see it happen a lot. Jordan Lopez, Colton Yo, there are a couple of guys who, very prominent on my channel, who won their first career starts in a special event on a super speedway. And it's a very good chance that one of those 6 guys might get it done here today. But you don't know. Even I'm in the race. Benny Watson in the 38. Maybe I'll get the win. That's probably not going to happen, but we're going to have fun with this one. I'm looking forward to see it gets it done here at Talladega.
It's going to be awesome. 50 laps. There will be pit stops. Last year, it came down to strategy. Only a handful of cars in the lead pack. Will the same thing happen here today? Let's find out after 50 laps for the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500.
Drivers, start your engines.
And the 42 cars have been more to life here at Talladega Super Speedway, and hopefully everyone gets rolling off here today.
Yeah, it does appear that they are.
That's a very good sign. All 42 cars are rolling off with the first attempt. We don't have to try this again. So, the top 10 is the number 34 of Alexi, and alongside him is the 98 of Tyler Fink. In row number 2 is the 18 of Sienna Mail and the 83 of John Andrews. Then in row number 3 is the 35 of Riley Spurley-Tube and the 16 of, I believe, is Bobby Fraser. Row number 4 is the 31 of Ben Crouch and the 78 of RJ Bishop, and rounding out the top 10 is upstarter Nolan Clifton, and alongside him is Alyssa Cook, making her second start here today. So,
one guy I'm going to point out here is John Andrews, driving the number 83. Wasn't that long ago when the Chick-fil-A Cup Series was here at Talladega earlier last week. I don't know when you're uploading this, but about a couple weeks ago. And he got the race victory, his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series race victory. And he's been racing on my channel for a long time, so watch out for John Andrews. I think his first ever Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory came driving a car just like this one. I think it might have been the 93 in the Rockstar Pro Series season number 1. So watch out for John Andrews in this race here today. He's going to have a good shot at the race victory here.
Yeah, he's going to have about as good as a shot as anyone else. Just double check that everyone is rolling and we are good to go here at Talladega. Who will be able to etch in their name into history books in the third ever Autism Speaks 500. It's going to be wild, it's going to be unpredictable, and it's Talladega. Alexi, Tyler Fink, rolling through the tri-oval. It's going to be awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy it. The 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500 is underway at Talladega. The 35 of Wiley's Pulley Tube will lead lap number 1, but here comes the 78 of Bishop looking to the inside already.
RJ Bishop going to the inside. Right behind him, Noah Clifton. I want to say Noah Clifton's won a race here at Talladega before on Napa Fan. I can't remember, but he's a pretty good driver. There goes the 22 to the inside. About Mitchell Collins there. And the 10 as well of Andrew Miller. Miller has got a lot of experience on my channel's never gotten a win before, but I know he's going to have a good shot at this victory here today. And here's the guy I was talking about earlier on, Shane Lake in the 48. First-timer, but far from being a first-timer in Inter 2003. Watch out for him here today in that number 48 machine.
Very true, and we also have a watch out for full, but there they go!
Boy, there they go.
The 51
that was the 13 of Quentin Moore, I think.
Quentin Moore, and he's stuck on the apron. No, he's not. No, yes, he is. Race back to the line. Andrew Miller out front, and here comes Benny Watson in second. But Kuklon 3 wide for the race back.
Hey, looks like Kukulon's going to get it here, or will he? He's got it on the inside of his teammate Andrew Miller.
Wow. What?
Kukulon, you know, he's your guy when it comes to doing
whoa,
races.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh boy, they're going to figure it out, I think. They're on each other, but they're going to get off there, I can tell.
Luckily, they sort it back out. And tough wait for the 13. The 99 might have been involved. The 51 was definitely involved. First time with Dave Bain. Not going to have a great one here in his debut race. But this is a prime chance for everyone to do the first one of pit stops if they want to.
Yeah, we have it set where they can go on one stop if it's about midway through the race, so I don't know if we're going to have anyone come down here. It does appear that a couple guys are peeking out there, but I think they are staying out. Only 36 coming in here, so they don't need to come down here because they're going to have to make another stop if they came down here anyway, so no need to do that right now.
The 18
only a couple guys coming down. Even the 18 there of Sienna Merrill, she has damage anyway, so no surprise seeing her come down there. But how about Sebastian Kukulon? You know, I was about to say there, you know, he does really good when it's me and you in the booth together. Of course, you say it's always a 42, but it's Kukulon. Of course, the first ever race he was in, we were talking about first timers, you know, over on Napa Fan. Apologies that I refer to Napa Fan all the time. It's the only thing I ever know anymore because I'm stupid. But it was a Turkey Hill Series race last year. Kukulon's first ever start on Napa Fan was at Daytona in the Turkey Hill Series, and he got the race victory when you were alongside me for that race, and I think it's happened a couple times. So Kukulon, a great driver, one of the best, you know, newcomers I've seen in the past couple of years, and no surprise seeing him up front in the number 39. You got Andrew Miller, and then you got yours truly there in third. So a lot of pretty good drivers who've been around for a while. have a lot of experience up in the top 3 there. But let's go ahead and review that crash, shall we? Between the 13 and the 16, I believe, was also involved as well. Bobby Frazier. We'll have to see what happened here at Talladega.
As you can see, Eli Brighton, the number 88, was the one that triggered this caution, got in the middle of the 13 and the 51, and right here on the front stretch going into turn 1 is one of the trouble spots here at Talladega, and he just clips the corner panels of the 13 right there, shoots up the racetrack, 13 into the 51, 51 into the 18, and then the 16 also caught a piece of it. Maybe, yeah, just a little nudge. But other than that, everyone else somehow gets by. Maybe the 21 got a little tap. But other than that, just a 4 or 5 car crash here at Talladega.
We see here Quentin Moore on the inside of Eli Bright and Dave Bain. You got the 18 of Sienna Merrill on the outside. And right before turn 1, that's the trouble spot here at Talladega, where we see almost 90% of the accidents here on Talladega Speedway physics. And not sure what happened with the 13. I do believe that Quentin Moore got stuck here as we saw him. And that's another thing about Talladega. The cars tend to get stuck right there on the racetrack in the apron. And I think, oh, you know what? He didn't. He went to the garage. So tough break for Quentin Moore there. But like I said, it was a small accident. An issue there on the 99 as well. I don't believe he was involved in that accident. But might want to check on him and see what happened to him. Keyshawn Richardson there.
Yeah, let's see what happened to the 99 real quick. Welcome back here at Talladega for the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500. It is going to be Stuart Haas racing 1-2 on the restart, and then Benny Watson in 3rd. First timer Caden Atkins in 4th, and another first timer Shane Lake in 5th. And the issue for the 99, I don't know what it was, but he just came down onto pit road, no damage, no nothing. Just decided to make an unscheduled pit stop.
Yep, that was about it for Keyshawn Richardson there. Check to see, he might actually still be on the lead lap because he was coming off the pit lane. Nope, let down. So tough break there for Keyshawn Richardson. So still have 40 guys on the lead lap, including a lot of guys who were involved in that accident, but we might have some stragglers at the back of the field. And if you saw that Chick-fil-A Cup Series race a couple weeks ago, you know that could be a real issue. So let's see what happens here on this green flag run.
Yeah, will it stay green? Or will we have another early crash? Let's find out. Kuklon, Miller, top 2 back green in the Autism Speaks 500. Oh, now we are. Mistimed it again. Kuklon with a big jump. Holy smokes.
And to the inside, first timer Caden Atkins on Benny Watson. It's so strange saying my name. Well, it's not my real name, but so strange saying that name because I rarely say it. I hope he doesn't win. I really don't want to be in the booth when he wins.
Anything can happen, though. And here comes the driver that you have an eye out on, Shane Lake in the 48.
Yeah, here's Shane Lake up to the 2nd position right behind Sebastian Kukulon. You got the 35, Riley Spurley there, and right behind him, it's Ben Crouch in the 31. So, a lot of, faces we see quite frequently on NS Racing 42 and Napa Fan, but Shane Lake's a guy we haven't seen too much of, and there he goes, taking the lead away about 5th of the way through the race.
Shane Lake, like you said, very good online racer in our 2003. We just have to see how he will do here today. Ben Crouch, he's a very good driver, and Travis Crampton, he's a very good driver. Probably one of the most consistent drivers right now in the Red Bull Cup Series is the 95 is Travis Crampton, and right behind him is the car that he's driving for in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Looks like Shane Lake is going to stay out front here. I see Larry Hagan coming up in the 43. An interesting thing about Larry Hagan, I believe he's associated with Cody Hagan, and Cody Hagan won the Season 3 Chick-fil-A Cup Series Daytona 500. So I found a way to connect all these drivers on my channel. I love doing it. It's fun. But Larry Hagan there moving his way on the inside there, number 43, and the 56 behind of Angel Olvera. Olvera won an IndyCar race on my channel recently. I can pretty much take all these drivers and relate them to my channel in some way or another, and that's the best I can talk about them because I don't know the history on your channel near as much as I do my own, so I apologize for that. But you know it, so why don't you talk about it?
Well, speaking of Angel Avila, 5 days ago on Thursday, he won the 2019 Birthday Bash. So he's trying to go 2 in a row in special events in 1 week.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can do it, but going to fall back a little bit there. 27 Salmon Askin moving his way through the field, and the 42. I wonder who that bright number 42 is. I feel like I've seen this name somewhere before, but I just can't remember where I've seen it. This Nathan Stapleton guy, he's going to the lead. He must be pretty good.
Yeah, a newcomer to this community. Never mind. Try to think now, looking to the inside of the 42.
Yeah, outside Polster going to lead this lap here in the number 98.
And here comes William Block. Same car that he drove in the Birthday Bash, if I remember right, in the number 20.
And right behind him, I believe, is the 44 of Jay Jefferson. Haven't seen Jay in a while, so great to see him back. It's something I'm commentating here. There's a 15 as well. That's Ryan Johnston. Never heard of him. But he'll probably be doing pretty good because I've never heard of him, so we'll have to see what he does in the 15.
And manufacturers are forming up. There's 4 Toyotas on the inside lane. Never mind, because they just make it 3 wide.
They just keep on cycling through here. There is Greg Graff. I don't know if he's related to Joe Graff Jr., ARCA Series driver, but, you know, he almost won this race last year. Joe Graff Jr. did in ARCA. The real-life ARCA race was just a little while ago, and that thing was absolutely terrible. This race has already been 100 times better than that. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. We got the 14 on the inside. Johnny Gardner, you know he's good. He's going for the race lead.
Yeah, Johnny Gardner, he is very strong. And he's looking very good in this 14 car. And how about the 32 of Daniel Price? He was pretty strong in the Birthday Bash on Thursday. Second start, and now he's going for the race lead, and he will take it.
Yeah, and if you're seeing here, you might be noticing these guys are changing the lead maybe, 2 or 3 times a lap. And that's commonplace here at Talladega. And if they keep this pack up till the finish, we could see that on the final lap of the race. So, like I said, you just don't know who's going to get the win until the checkered flag flies. And we got some 4 wide here, and that's a trouble spot right there.
Whoa, almost 5 wide.
It's a 5, almost going to the inside of the 39 there. That's Mathis Wells, who almost got to the inside of Kukulon. There's still 4 wide, but there's a hole right there.
Whoa, there they go!
Around in the wall. We got another one.
And I can't see a single thing.
The 29 was the first guy who went around there. Caden Atkins and Shane Lake got spun around. The 31 there as well of Ben Crouch. The 78 back in there as well. I can't quite tell.
The 56 was involved.
Might not have been 56.
He's not.
Angel Olvera.
Tough wait for
that. A lot
that.
of these guys were leading at some point throughout that green flag run, and they got caught up in this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, tough wait for lots of these guys. But one driver that I did see that just got clipped was the defending winner, Nathan Stapleton. I don't know how much damage he will have. But if it's enough...
He looks pretty clean.
Yeah, the 3/4 of the car looks clean. Don't know about the right side, but he definitely got clipped in some way. Now, will more drivers pit on the second caution of the day, or will more decide to stay out, just like the first one?
This is like right on the window because it's like a 35, 36 lap window.
Johnny
I'm actually a little surprised that more guys aren't coming down here, other than guys involved in the accident. Some guys in the back. I don't know if any of these guys were involved in the accident, but
Kukulon has damage.
I guess they just don't want to cut it that close. So they're probably going to think oh, we're going to have another caution in this race. We'll just go down when we get the other caution. But I mean, this is right where the window would be, about 36 laps. So.
Lots of back markers are pitting. Lots of people from the back are definitely pitting. So, and I saw that I believe that Kukulon has some right side damage, but if they can fix that, they should be okay. Eli Bright involved in his second crash of the day. Technically it's first, because the first crash he just triggered it. So a wild crash off of turn number 4 It took them about a lap for them to crash, and they eventually crashed, and it was the 7 of Jonathan Hoff who won the race back to the line. Let's see what happened. That brought out the second caution of the day in the 2019 Autism Speaks 500. So this is what happened. 4 wide. They first settled it back down, but then they immediately went 4 wide once again with Stapleton, Overa, Lake, and the 93 of, I believe, Zachary Taylor. And then the 93 clipped the 29, 48 clipped the 56 into Stapleton. The 5 car went around, the 29 involved, several cars involved. A big one of sorts happens here at Talladega. The 34 escapes a massive crash. And then the 38, Benny Watson gets clipped a little bit, nowhere to go. But he should be fine. And then 78 shoving the 31 back up the racetrack.
And you can see right here, Shane Lake just gets into Zachary Taylor just a little bit, and then he gets into the 29, and you see what happens from there. There's nowhere to go, all the smoke. That's another trouble spot off of turn 4 here at Talladega, but you see the 48 machine, one who instigated that one. 78 around, 31 around. It's RJ Bishop and Ben Crouch there, but it wasn't too bad of an accident, no flips, but we did have another one after that one. And down the backstretch, you can see all this madness going on. Sebastian Kukulon along with Eli Bright in the 30 machine of Greg Graff. And the 27 also going around with Sam Askin. And the cool down lap here at Talladega can bite you sometimes, and it did for all those guys at the end of that caution here at Talladega.
Yeah, let's take one more look at what happened during the cooldown lap real quick, because we didn't get the best of view from that. As you can see, the 39 and the 88, Bright and Kukulon tap, and there they went into Garner, into the 27, the 30, and Kukulon was fast today. That's a tough way for that machine, but he only has right side damage, so he might be okay. Welcome back here for the 2019 Autism Speaks 500, and with one lap to go, the 22 of Mitchell Collins mechanical issue. This happened to, I believe, Josephine O'Neill, Josephine O'Neill at Texas under caution. Same thing happens to another Ford of Mitchell Collins. Tough break for that 22 team.
Yeah, Mitchell Collins is one of those guys, has a good amount of experience, could easily win this race, but won't be restarting ninth. Will be heading down the pit lane here for this restart. But, we didn't even mention the guy who was leading this race, one race back to the line. It's Jonathan Hoff, your guy, your good buddy there. He's been racing for quite a while on your channel, and here he is leading the field.
Yeah, he was part of the first series I ever did in the 3 and Pro series last year. I finally found him on Facebook about a week and a half ago, fun fact. So he's back racing on my channel. I'm back friends with him, and I'm glad that he's back out front where he belongs here at Talladega.
Doing a good job right there, number 7. 99 is a lap down. That's Keyshawn Richardson. Check to see if he still is a lap down here. Because he is still just one lap down. So if he actually gets around the number 7 here, and remember, he's probably going just as fast as everybody else. If he can get around the 7, then the quick quality comes out, and he's the head of all the leaders, he'll get back on the lead lap and still have a shot at this race victory. So not all is lost for Keyshawn Richardson in this thing yet. And then you got Evan Hunter right behind him, the 21 machine of Alyssa Cook. You got the 55 of Christian Vargas and the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater. So, he's good. Don't need to mention him and his accomplishments because we'd be here all day if we did so. Back to racing here at Talladega.
Very true. All 42 cars are still on track somehow, so that's a good thing to see. And Fitzwater, a fun fact, he's won on every other channel that is probably out there, except for mine. He's yet to win on my channel yet. Will today be the day?
That's strange.
Who knows? Not even halfway through. We are only 2/5 of the way through the 2019 Autism Speaks 500. Alyssa Cook going to the race lead, and she has help from a very experienced driver, Fitzwater.
Yeah, it's good to have someone like Fitzwater behind you. You know he's going to be doing a good job. What is it, like over 300 wins in NR 2003 offline? So you know he's going to be good. But moving to the outside there, falling back a little bit, and Daniel Price to the inside. And this is one guy, not making the first start here, but I've never heard of him before. And right, he's doing a pretty good job right now, right to the inside for the race lead with Crampton behind him in the 95.
Yeah, Price was very impressive in the birthday bash 5 days ago, and now he's starting pretty strong once again here in the Autism Speaks 500. The 44, Jay Jefferson making it 3 wide for the race lead now here at Talladega. And he has help from the 17 of my girlfriend, Madison Tall.
Number 20 behind her of William Brock. William Brock's got a lot of experience. Same with Jake Jefferson and even Madison Tall. I mean, she's been around on your channel for a long time, and that's a good sign for your relationship. So, she's still
there they go!
Be able to go around.
Oh my god!
It's time to talk about that. Upside
down.
down.
The 35 gets clipped.
That is. That's the 2 of Ace, or
Oh
Garcia,
god!
I should say.
Oh!
Boy.
Uncle Blaze again here at Talladega. Uncle Blaze again.
Not even
Holy
halfway
cow.
through, already our 3rd caution of the day. Al Legacy was involved there. And I think Keyshawn Richardson was also involved, so unfortunately his day is going to be done. And
Madison Tall.
So just before that wreck happened, I was talking about, Madison Tall's been driving your channel for a long time. That's a good thing for you guys. It means you have a pretty good relationship. Well, maybe just got a little bit better there. She's won the race back to the line. She's now leading, and she's going to lead halfway as well.
And the interesting thing about Tall, she has 3 wins on my channel, all coming in season 1 of the Krispy Kreme series. She hasn't been having the best of luck in the Red Bull Cup series in the rookie season, but you know what? She's doing awfully strong so far. And at this rate, this is starting to look like just like last year.
Yeah, they just keep on wrecking. That's just how it goes for some of these events here. Of course, when we did the Chick-fil-A Cup race, we only had 1 caution. That was a really weird race, but this is turning out to be a little bit more of a normal Talladega race where they do crash maybe like 3 times in the race, but a lot of the guys stay on the lead lap and, in the lead draft. So, they're staying out again. I'm wondering if they're thinking they might be able to stretch it. I don't really think that's going to happen, but I find it interesting that they get to come down the pit lane, most of these guys. So, going to be interesting to see how that all goes down later on in the race.
Yeah, the only 2 cars really coming down are the cars that have damaged the 21 and the 31. But several cars involved, the 34, the 18, multiple cars, the huge one and Uncle Blaze, just like last year, strikes again here at Talladega. With that being said, let's see what happened that sparked the 3rd caution of the day here in the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500. As you can see, 4 wide once again strikes at Talladega, and unfortunately, it happens at the same place of the first caution. 4 wide, Zachary Taylor, Evan Hunter, Dale Lightning, and Jonathan Hoff. People just talking good things about Jonathan Hoff, making his return this week, both special events, and he gets caught up in the huge one at Talladega. The 99 is involved, the 21's involved again, 34 clips the 2. Watch this 2, bam! Flies on top of the 21, the 47 gets on his side. And then, just like last year, all these Uncle Blazes with the 2nd pack that were already involved in the crash. And watch this 93 of Zachary Taylor. Right there. Bam! Smashing Kukulon. And he flies in the air.
You gotta love old NR 2003 physics at this racetrack. It's always like this. Oh, and Shane Lake's there. He's done in the 48. I remember talking about him earlier on. But it was the 2 of Adam Garcia was the first guy to go upside down, then Dale Lightning in his first start, and then Zachary Taylor. And you see the 29 there of Caden Atkins getting around there, or running into those guys at the end.
Crazy crash here at Talladega.
Well, you see Zachary Taylor in the middle there of the 47 and Jonathan Huff there in the 7. The 11 was also in the 7, Hunter. And the 2 flipped in a very odd way there. He got caught his, what wheel was it? The left or right rear got caught in the air, and then he ended up hitting a car while that right rear wheel was in the air, and that set him upside down. We don't really need to explain what happened to Zachary Taylor. He just got T-boned by Sebastian Kukulon, and our physics says he needs to fly through the air there. So tough break for all those guys involved. We're going to have a lot fewer cars on the racetrack after that one. Shane Lake also involved in the 48s. Not what I expected out of him today. It was a tough day for him. And a lot of guys see the 27 there also with heavy damage. Sam Oskin, and then Keyshawn Richardson was a lap down when he was involved in this one as well.
Following along with the 2 of Adam Garcia, just nowhere to go, minding his own business. Twice getting by, gets clipped by the 34 and flies into the air over the 21 and barrel rolls over and over and over and over. And then you see the flying 93 and then the 29 slams in there, nowhere to go. There has to be like 10 to 15, if not 18 or 20 cars involved. That's huge.
I'm thinking probably close to like 10 or 12. Be my guess.
Yeah, and before this race, everyone was still racing. Not anymore here in the Autism Speaks 500. Welcome back here for the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500. We will go green at exactly halfway through. Next time by on lap 26. And there are several cars out. There's only 27 cars on the racetrack and 26 left on the lead lap. The 21, the 47, 11, the 93, 7, 34, 2, 48, 18, 39, 88, 27, and 29 all out in that huge one at Talladega.
Yeah, we see that quite frequently here at the Talladega Super Speedway, but that's going to give us a better race here, I think, because if all those guys are out, and we only have one guy a lap down, do you believe? So that's going to make it a little bit easier for these guys to avoid lap traffic and us to have a pretty good race here at Talladega.
Yeah, very true. The 31 is not a lap down. No, he is not, but he definitely has damage. So he's going to cause some issues, most likely. Maybe the 51 as well, and the 56. So I'd say we're probably going to have about 20-ish cars in the lead pack, and who knows, anything's possible. Last year we only had like 16, 20 cars in the lead pack, and they still went 4 wide and died. So, and with having 3 cautions and only halfway so far, I'm not counting anything out for the rest of this race.
Yeah, definitely not. It's going to be an interesting restart with the number 17 leading the field, Madison Tull. Then you have the 43 of Larry Haggam, the 20 machine of William Brock, the 15 of Ryan Johnston, and then the 44 of Jake Jefferson. That's the top 5 coming to the restart. Watch out for the 24, Nathan Faden. Haven't talked about him yet in this race. He's up there inside the top 10.
Yeah, Nathan Faden doing good in the Red Bull Cup Series. Here we go, Tall. Leading us back to the green, halfway through in the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500. Hagen tried gaining one on the outside, but you don't want to be on the outside lane at Talladega. And that's going to allow William Block to get to his inside. And going to lose second place and drop back now for Larry Hagen.
Good run there for William Brock. Jake Jefferson helping him there on the inside lane. Daniel Price and Zachary Fitzwater. You know, he's going to be good. And Brock's going to get to the inside there of the 17.
Brock, a very good racer on my channel. I don't think he's won on my channel yet, but he's came oh so close so many times. Similar to Fitzwater on my channel as well. So close, but can't get the job done. So today be the day. Jefferson in second. Never mind. Going for the race lead. And here comes
Great
the
run
forward.
there from Jay Jefferson's got some help there from Daniel Price and Fitzwater. 55's on the inside lane as well. Christian Vargas. Yeah, but I haven't really seen too much of Jay Jefferson in this race yet, and Daniel Price as well. And here comes Fitzwater, 3 wide for the race lead on the inside lane.
Fitzpatrick from help from Miller, and remember when we were talking about Stapleton that he was involved in that one crash and we thought he was going to be out of it? Well, he defies physics and he's in this lead pack. And oh geez, 4 wide.
Oh boy, and they can easily get out of this one. William Brock's on the outside lane there.
No!
He's backed it down. They should be good. Up in the wall. That's a tough one.
360 ton.
I think, I gotta be honest with you, they could have easily avoided a caution for that one, but they didn't. So let's see who gets the race back to the line. Here comes Andrew Miller to the inside of Fitzwater.
Can Miller make it stick? Yes, he will.
And I think he's probably going to win the race back here. Nathan Orman's in the 36 right behind him. He's got a chance, but I believe Miller's going to get it.
Oh!
Nope. 3 wide, and that's going to go to Nathan Orman at the line.
Oh!
Barely, but
Barely.
Fitzy had a run up there on the outside lane.
Oh,
and I will say, through the tri-oval there, that outside lane can work pretty well. So watch out for that coming to the finish of this race.
Man, and the reason why I went no was because Madison Tall is my girlfriend, and oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sad.
Hey, she's not going to be out of the race for that one. That was a very mild crash. It was the most mild crash you've had in this race so far. So it's good to see it, not be too violent there, but still hate to see her get some damage after that one.
Yeah, great save from Tall. Definitely shows why that she almost won Season 1 of the Krispy Kreme Series Championship. And did a great save even though she bounced it into the outside wall. Now, are we going to have pit stops now? I think we might see pit stops.
Yeah, I would really expect them to come
or
down
not.
here. But you know what? I mean, they're almost banking on this whole thing having so many cautions. Oh, excuse me. That they are. They might just try to stay out the whole way through in this thing. Is what I'm thinking.
That might be possible. The only car coming out is Tall with that damage. And you know what? 30 laps, 3 cautions. That has been a pretty interesting race, to say the least. But that's what this race always is. And you know what? That's Talladega for you. So with that being said, let's see of what happened briefly to the 17 of Madison Tall to bring out the 4th caution of the day in the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500. 4 wide did not work. Travis Crampton shoved Tall up the racetrack straight into William Block. A near miss for the 5 of Mathis Wells. Great save from Madison Tall, but unfortunately she might still have a chance, but that was a big hit to the back end, to the outside wall though. Welcome back here for the 2019 TRN Autism Speaks 500. We now have 26 cars left, 25 on the lead lap, and the only car that was out is, surprisingly, William Block in the number 20.
Yeah, I mean, if you just get a little bit of front-end damage there to your race car, that's where the engine is, it could mess up the engine just enough that you have to head to the garage. And unfortunately, that was the case for William Brock. Not too much of a violent accident, just got pushed into the wall a little bit by Madison Tall. But that's the only casualty of that accident, so we'll have to see how it all goes down. Nathan Orman's leading this race. I haven't talked about him too much yet in the going of this one, but he's up front midway through. And have a good shot at the race victory here today.
Yeah, right now 25 cars on lead lap, and I don't know how, but we keep on crashing. This is so much like last year, where there was only 18 or 20 cars in that pack, and they still went 4 wide. So, with 18 laps left, I'm going to say it again, I'm not going to be surprised if someone flips over again. I'm not going to be surprised, but I highly doubt it. Nathan Orman will lead us back to the green. The king of NR 2003, Zachary Fitzpatrick in 2nd, Andrew Miller in 3rd, and then Chip Ganassi, teammates Noah Clifton and Nathan Stapleton 4th and 5th. And then the 32 of Daniel Price in 6th, the 15 of Ryan Johnston in 7th, his teammate in the 55, Christian Vargas in 8th, Larry Hagan in 9th, and Travis Crampton in 10th. Here we
And
go.
the guy who's 11th is John Andrews. So watch out for John Andrews as this thing progresses. Just watch out for him. He's one. Personally, I feel like he's one of the most underrated drivers in NF 2003. He's got 11 wins on my channel. He's pretty good. So watch out for him here as this race goes along.
Yeah, very true. And the way this race is going, it's looking like a lot like last year. Survivor of the fittest. And right now, Orman is looking strong, but he has Fitzwater right all over his back bumper. Never mind, here it goes.
Andrew Miller's also coming here. Fitzy feels like he should have gotten that race back to the line one there on Orman. Almost had it, so he wants to take it right back from him. And Andrew Miller ended up finishing third. Thought he was actually going to win the race back himself, but fell back there. And here's Stapleton. You know he's good. Nathan Stapleton, one of the best drivers in 2003, in my personal opinion. Or at least on my channel he is. And going to get pushed to the outside. Miller goes to the inside for the race lead. And the 15 machine of Ryan Johnston for third. Fitzy's got that lap right there, number 9.
Yeah, Fitzwater got that one lap, but there's no bonus points because it's just a one-off special event, so that does not matter. But still a lap led either way. Ryan Johnston now looking for the race lead, but he has no help, at least for now. Now he does, and now he's going to go for the race lead.
Great run there for Ryan Johnston. Been very quiet in this one, but that's a good thing, because if you're not quiet, you're probably in the wall. He's leading. Crampton's right behind him. Crampton's going to take it away. 3 wide at the line for lap 34.
Travis Crampton, I mentioned about him being super consistent, having a breakout consistent in the Red Bull Cup Series. And, you know, it's going to be pretty fun playing my new league, partnering up with Travis Crampton, helping me out, and bring as much content as possible to the now rebranded NILA channel. But we still have 3.5 races left of me being a part of TRN, and Travis Crampton is leading at Talladega.
And here he goes, looking to get the lap led again. Jake Jefferson's behind him, Bobby Frazier there on the number 16, and another guy I haven't talked about too much, Nathan Faden. Mentioned him at the beginning of the last restart when he was in the top 10 there. He's moved himself back inside the top 5 for number 24. Might be the first time Faden's been in the top 5 all day.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've even said his name here today. Nathan Faden in the 24 up front here at Talladega. And Mitchell Collins, we saw him have a problem on one of those laps with 1 lap to go on one of those cautions. Apparently he's fixed the issue. It might have just been a tire issue. And he's now back up into the top 5 and might go for the race lead. As that's 4 wide once again.
That's definitely a tire issue is what he had. They're 4 wide in a good place, but like we seen earlier, you know, it doesn't work out no matter where the 4 wide is. They're going to figure it out there, thankfully, and they keep it together. I'd love to see this thing go green the whole way through. I mean, we have so much potential for this to be a very good finish here. Love to see it enter green here today at Talladega.
Yeah, we have about, I'd say, 17 cars in this lead pack, so any one of these 17 drivers should have a shot at the win. Until we catch up to Benny Watson in the number 38. Apparently,
messing cars up since 2015.
Apparently, when he was involved in that one crash, it was worse than what we thought, and he's just off the pace big time. And
yeah,
then,
it was probably a similar issue like with William Brock. You know, you just get a little bit of front end damage, mess your engine up, mess the air. It's not as much aerodynamics, it's more so the engine, and you just hit the engine, you damage the engine, and it doesn't work out too well for you in the end. How about Fitzy? I mean, you know, so who do we have here? We got Zachary Fitzwater. We got Nathan Stapleton in this pack. We still have John Andrews back in there. Travis Crampton's really one of the good guys in your channel. Let's see if some other guys. How about the number 5, Mathis Wells? Like, where did he come from? There he is in the top 10. First time he's been in the top 10 this day. Oh boy, 4 wide for the lead. That's a tough one to get out of. Larry Hagan.
Please keep it straight.
Karen right here. Oh, they kept it together.
And now Fitzwater is trapped on the outside.
Yeah, he's going to get shuffled out. That is not good for Fitzwater at all.
Crampton, Stapleton. being
four wide in
beaten.
2 places there.
Oh,
Bobby
jeez.
Fraser and Andrew Miller.
This is not going to end
Daniel
well.
Price, Jay Jefferson's in the middle of all that. Stapleton's gonna go to the inside. That was a great move there by the 42, but you still have, Fraser in the middle.
Oh, and we're catching up to
between
Benny
Collins.
Watson.
Oh, that's gonna slow the pack up enough. They are gonna get out of the 4 wide at least. Larry Hagen's gonna pull away, and now things get interesting. And look at who's driving right by that 38. John Andrews gonna pull away there. I'm calling it right now. John Andrews gonna win this race. That's all I'm gonna say. He's gonna win this race.
Lots of people are getting
Tough
screwed
break for all
over.
those guys getting stuck behind me. My sincere apologies to everyone who's stuck behind that 38 right now. Bobby Fraser, Christian Vargas, Travis Crampton there. I'm very sorry. But I'm not controlling that car. The computer is. So, yeah, tough break. Everyone's going to be mad at me at the end of this race. I'm sorry. You know what? I say I'm sorry way too often. So I'm sorry. I keep on saying I'm sorry. Okay, let's get back to the lead there. Larry Hagen still out front in the 43s. Led the past 3 laps here at Talladega. That's a rare sight to see at a place like this. 10 to go.
10 laps to go in the 2019 Autism Speaks 500. Right now, the cars in the lead pack are Hagen, Jefferson, Stapleton, Faden, Johnston, Woman are all in this lead pack, and then you have a 6-car pack trying to catch up to the 7-car pack, led by the 5 of Mathis Wells.
You still have Andrew Miller in contention here. I think Mitchell Collins is back in there as well. 98 of Tyler Fink. Really haven't seen much of him either. He started in the outside pole, but he's been relatively quiet today. I think some of the guys who have done a really good job in this race so far have been up front quite a bit. And a lot of them actually really aren't up front right now, I should say. Zachary Fitzwater has been a guy who's been up there quite a bit. Trying to think of some other guys who were up there earlier on.
No, Clifton, Daniel Price, Travis Crampton.
Yeah, he's another one. Jay Jefferson's been up front for a lot of this race as well. Travis Crampton as well in the 95. They've been, some of the more consistent guys in this race. And you got Jefferson leading right now. Here comes Johnston to the inside, and now we got the 51 machine of Dave.
Whoa!
Bain. And they are going to hit him square on. The outside lane prevails, and I think it might be over for some guys in the deeper packs, because this is what happened in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series race a couple weeks ago. You had these guys who were really slow. We kept on hitting into Matthew Phillips in that race, and everyone was mad at Matthew Phillips at the end of that one. And, you're going to see right here, it's going to split the pack up, and at the end, we're probably going to have about 3 guys in contention for the race victory, and they could just be Jay Jefferson and Nathan Faden. We're going to have to find out.
Yeah, very possible. The 51 has been very aggressive. Almost came down on the 10 and the 83.
I wouldn't be happy if I was John Andrews there. He came down way too late. That was way too late to be coming down on him there.
Oh, man. Holy cow.
But by the way, we got side by side for the race lead. Just think that could be the finish right there. Jefferson got it on the 24. But Faden's got the inside here. And we only have 7 laps to go, so it's closing in fast. But these guys, they're going to get swallowed up by this pack behind them. And all those guys are going to still have a shot at the race victory. Especially if they keep on going single file like that. They're pretty organized, and they're going to be going faster the more single file they are.
Yeah, they were being led by rookie Johnston in the number 15, and that made it they were able to easily catch up on the top 2. Stapleton looking for the race lead, but Miller 4 wide.
Oh boy, just like that, they swallow up Jay Jefferson. He's stuck on the outside. I think Miller's going to lead that lap. If they wreck here, which they won't, thankfully, that could have been the end of the race because we have 5-lap caution periods here. And it would have been 5 laps to go when they crossed the line that time by. So we're in the period. If we get a caution, the race is over. And Andrew Miller leads the field here at Talladega. I'm still calling it John Andrews. He's on that inside lane. He can move his way through this pack and have a shot at the end in 6 laps. Watch out for that 85.
Yes.
83, excuse me.
6 laps to go. And we could get more lap traffic, though, in the next 6 laps. Or we might just crash right here.
Oh boy, more 4 wide. They gotta be careful.
They're gonna fan it back down.
Top tool pulling away there.
Crampton.
Not sure if somebody had an issue there or what. How about Crampton going for the race lead? But they're going to swallow these two guys up here very fast. So 35. Riley Spurley there, trying to close in.
5 laps to go. The point of no return. If we crash, it's over.
And guess who's creeping his way up on that inside lane?
John Andrews in the number 83.
I called it from the start.
Is all going to determine of who can get by the stop call of Angel of Vera.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful. It just depends on when they reach him. They reach him down the backstretch. The inside lane's going to be good to go, but if you reach him through a corner,
looks like they
outside lane's
will.
going to prevail, and I think it's going to be right off. Nope, it's going to be right here, but only one guy's going to get away here, and that's going to be Crampton. And he's going to get swallowed up pretty easily here. Look at all these guys looking to get around the 56. And one of those guys is John Andrews. I'm sorry, I really want to be right about this. I really want to see John Andrews get this win. I'm rooting for him now in that number 83. I know I shouldn't do that. I'm technically a member of the media here, but I think Andrews got it. I really still think he's going to win this race.
Whoa! Contact with Watson and Crampton.
Oh, boy, that was close right there, and I'm sorry again. Oh, I'm holding up everybody. You know what? I might just give Crampton this win. The way everyone, keeps on getting stuck behind me and all these other lap cars, it's just not working out too well. Oh, boy, that's it. That might do it.
That might have
There's only
just
3
done
laps to go. I think John Andrews is going to get around me right here, but, or will he? He got it right there. But Jay Jefferson and Daniel Price got around. If that didn't happen, I think Andrews would have gotten this race victory, but now I'm not too sure. I was so confident about it, but I don't think he's going to get it now. He's stuck on the outside there, and all these guys getting stuck behind.
They're going to have 2 laps to go.
Daniel Price and Jake Jefferson, they're going to be the only 2 who have a shot in Crampton here. We're going to have to see how it all goes down, but I don't think Crampton's going to get it. He's way too far ahead, and these guys are in a fast draft right here with 2 laps to go.
Single file, too. These guys are going to swallow Crampton up here, I think. 1.5 laps to go in the Autism Speaks 500.
It was a 1.61 second lead last time by, but if these guys continue single file, and they don't even need to continue single file, I mean, as long as they're in a pack, they're going to get that 95. He has no help. Mitchell Collins going to get to the inside. Nope, Jay Jefferson going to block him. And we're coming to the white flag, and they're definitely going to hit this 95, and he's going to be so slow, it's almost going to be like a lap car.
Here we go. Crampton blocks on the
Mitchell
inside.
Collins to the inside. Nope, but Jake Jefferson around the outside will make the pass on the outside lane.
White flag, final lap in the 2019 Autism Speaks 500. Is Jake Jefferson going to get it done?
Still has a chance here because he stayed on the inside, and now he has the drafting help. He's going to have the shot on the 44 because he pulled away.
And here comes Stapleton. I don't think he's going to have a shot at the win, but he's going to get a top 5 maybe. Crampton to the inside. No. Yes, he will.
He's got it. He's got it. And you know what? Stapleton's going to get such a run on Crampton here that he's going to make a move to the inside. Or will he? Oh, boy. They're running into Ben Crouch in the 78. Stapleton is not going to get there.
And at the line, Travis Crampton will win the 2019 Autism Speaks 500. And I believe that's his first career win on my channel. And he does it in dramatic fashion. Holy smokes.
Wow, he had that inside lane, and it's because he had the inside, he got the race victory. You think his lucky start set was double wide ahead of him and not single wide, because if it was just one car, he would have gotten held up and Jefferson would have won. But Ben Crouch and RJ Bishop getting in the way pretty much didn't really have much of an effect on who won the race, because that would have been Crampton's win. As a matter of fact, I think if those lap cars weren't there, I think you would have gotten the win. I think Stapleton would have gotten it, but that was a good race. I haven't done anything in a while with NR, and it was refreshing to see something like that. Congratulations to Travis Crampton on the victory here in the Autism Speaks 500.
A long-time veteran on my channel. He's been having a breakout year in the Red Bull Cup Series, and you know what? This is going to give him even more confidence going into the Coca-Cola 600 next week. Holy smokes, what a race. Travis Crampton gets it done. Jay Jefferson in second. Stapleton a close third. Almost went back to back. That's never happened before. Of course, this is the second year doing any special events in third year of this special event. Mitchell Collins in third. In fourth. I'm losing my mind. Bobby Fraser is in fifth. Vargas in sixth. Price in seventh for the highest. First timer was Johnston. Very strong one in eighth. Nathan Faden in ninth. John Andrews in 10th. Lily Hagen in 11th. Miller in 12th. Clifton in 13th. Wells in 14th. Fitzwater in 15th. Orman in 16th. Fink. Garner. Tall bounces back to the top 20. Greg Griff in 20th. Bishop. Crouch amounts out the cars that were on the lead lap. And then Overa and Bain were 1 lap down each. And then Spurley, Tube, and Watson were both 2 laps down. And then from 27th all the way down to 42nd were all involved in crashes here today. 4 cautions, and it ended up being about 20 lap run to end it here in the 2019 Autism Speaks 500.
Definitely a very entertaining race. I like that it ended on that long green flag run that we had, but I would apologize. I would like to apologize to John Andrews there. I was so confident he was going to get the win. I'm sorry you got your hopes up there. I really thought he was going to get it there, but I was the one who ended up messing his day up. How ironic. But Crampton got it. I was a little surprised that he was able to win it there. I thought with him being as far ahead as he was, coming to the white flag, that he was going to get swallowed up and wouldn't have any chance. But he stayed on the inside lane, did the smart thing, stayed on the inside, got the push there from Mitchell Collins, and was able to get back around Jake Jefferson down the backstretch. And they ran into those lap cars. Thankfully, there were 2 of them. Or otherwise, we'd probably be calling Jake Jefferson the winner of this race here at Talladega. But great race here. Great to do this with you. Thank you so much for letting me join you, Nathan. It's a fun race to do. I haven't done anything in a while. And a week is a long time for me with these things. So great to get back in the road a little bit and see a great race here at Talladega. So thank you so much, Nathan, and happy birthday to you. I know it was a while ago, but happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks. And no problem for joining me. Last year it was me, Napa fan, Troy White, and Andrew Miller, aka Top Dragster, but the quality was so choppy, and with my history of co-commenting, me and one other person is better than 4 people, so that's why it's just me and Apple fan. But you know what, that was an amazing race. Last year was amazing, this year it did not disappoint once again. And how about that Travis Crampton gets it done, first career win on my channel, and wins the 2019 Autism Speaks 500. And the fun fact, 2017, I don't think I was part of the league exactly. I could be wrong, but in the 2017 Autism Speaks 500, 2017 it was the NLOA Autism Speaks 500. 2018 was the 2017 was no league. 2018 was I'm getting all confused.
NRLOA.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, if 2017 was no league, last year would have been NRLOA, and this year would have been TRN.
Yeah, and next year's
going to be NIRA, is that it?
Yeah. I don't know if it's NOAA or NIA or not. I don't know. But
yeah,
it's NIRA.
Yes.
But yeah. Holy cow. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up, Napa fans?
It was a good race. That's just about it. I mean, I don't know, man. I've been so burned out with school and everything. Hey, I'm coming back, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there on the Napa Fans channel. Yep.
And
be
this
soon.
is
Be soon. We'll be back in action full time here. Looking forward to it.
And this is a warm up.
And this race definitely helped me come back and look forward to what we got in store over on my channel. But yeah, I mean, it was a great race, and I wish my races turned out as good as this sometimes. But they never seem to do. My luck now. But congratulations to Travis Crampton. Gets the win here at Talladega.
Yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to Napa Fan for co-commenting this amazing race. I'm 1 hour. It took us an hour and a half to record. That was crazy. Congratulations to Travis Crampton once again and the number 95 for getting the win in the 2019 Autism Speaks 500. And until next weekend, for the final 2 races for me and my era with TRN for the Coca-Cola 600 and the Indianapolis 150. For Napa fans, I'm NS Racing Boy 2, aka Nathan Stapleton. Congratulations to Travis Sampson on winning the 2019 Autism Speaks 500, and we will see you guys later. Bye!
If we